there are so many layers between now, your now reality, and your like full sense of worthiness and deserving. So I was at Bikram Yoga earlier today, and I shedded one of those layers. But I feel like a lot of people walk around, there's like an existential guilt that you shouldn't actually have things, you know, or that you're not actually fully worthy. Like other people can have or do certain things that might appeal to you, or other people have talent and creativity, and you're creative too. And something within you like longs to do more or say more or show more or feel more or connect more or like be in your deeper truth. But I think that there's a lot of fucking layers between now and really fully living in that place. Like not just that flow and creative place, but to be deeply seated in your worth. That you can keep aligning with that and feeling like, yay, it's double digits. You feel like you can keep aligning with that and living in that. And so, like, I think that there's a general existential guilt. There's just like, or, you know, or this, like that first level can just be like, worthiness and getting past the idea that like if other people suffer or if it has to be this way because somebody said it had to be this way, then you just have to settle and you just have to suffer and you just have to kind of cut yourself off of that, or that you're too small, or that you're too frail, or that you're too unsteady, or that you're too soft, or just, oh, not me, oh, not me, oh, not me. And so like, you know, the first massive shift would be to get into that place of like being deeply seated and rooted in your own worthiness, to have a belief system that reminds you when you're thinking thoughts that you're not worthy or you don't compare to other people. And then I think the next level, you know, multiple layers into like the next full on like shift is to get like deeply seated in the fact that you don't have to compromise to have that. You don't have to sacrifice. It doesn't have to come at some sort of cost. There doesn't have to be a trade-off, you know? So like fully deserving and worthy, like there's a lot of layers to shed between now and that. And like I've talked to you a lot, and I'm going to talk to you more about tonight. Like for me, it's a lot of mindset practice, but it's not just your mind. Like you have to take these new layers that you've shed, and you also have to integrate it into your body. You have to integrate it into your cells. So if it's like, oh, not me, like, I can't have that as far as like a healthy diet or time to exercise or all those things. Like you absolutely have to have those things. Like you can't not have those things. It's like people, you know, people who don't have time to yoga, like to go to yoga, like they're like, oh, that's for other people. I don't have time for that in my life. Like they need to go to yoga like 10 times the amount of the person that's making it to yoga. And I'll read your comment in just a second, David, but like, yeah, so it's just shedding these layers and then deeply integrating it into your body. It's not just your mind, it's your body too. But a lot of it is our mind. Like a lot of like the worthiness and the self-esteem stuff, you know, that has to come first. Like, I was having a lovely conversation today with Dean Van Leuven on my kitchen table because he came through town and I had the good fortune of having him sit with me and visit me. And like, we're talking about the ego, and having a healthy ego and healthy self-esteem is so essential for most people. Like we don't want to say like, you're too full of yourself or your ego is destroying you, just like nary whatever all over the place. Like some people have such low self-confidence, such low self-worth, such low self-esteem, like they need to build healthy beliefs about themselves, that they deserve good things, that they contribute, that they're important, that they matter, that their thoughts matter. And so when like, if you have that thought in your mind, like, oh, you're so creative, oh, you're very creative, we're all creative. Like, everyone is an artist. You have some art that is you, that's uniquely you, that wants to be expressed. And when you get all the bullshit out of the way, and like I'm saying, there's multiple layers, and I'm still shedding layers myself even today, but I've come a long way. And I've come from that place of just feeling like I didn't even, just kind of like below deserving and below, like, I was kind of like in apathy and in self-turmoil, and I was really just like a shell of a person, and I wasn't able to like share and express my gifts and share my light and share my love, or feel in alignment and feel in purpose, and even just like share joy with other people, or feel radiant all of the time, and all the things that I enjoy now. And like, and thrive. And okay, so everybody has this creativity, and everybody, like I said, there's like multiple layers between like where you are now and just fully owning it, fully being in your worth, fully being in your deserving, fully being in your truth. Like, any of you, like, you might have money from something. There's so many people that have money, but it's not okay. Like, it's not okay that I got it that way. Like, that doesn't mean that I'm worthy. Yeah, I have those things, but that doesn't show that I'm worthy. Like, my mom gave that to me or whatever. Like, your money has to come from this very specific format that makes you approvable. And it just like, it comes up all the time. So this first level of like I'm saying, being deeply seated in your worth, like being like reminding yourself that you're worthy, and reminding yourself that you're deserving, like not like poo-pooing or saying not me, or saying that's other people that are creative, that's other people that are artists, that's other people that have a voice, that's other people that have a purpose, that's other people who have something to share. And when you do the things to be in your alignment, and to like tap into whatever that creativity is, or that art is in your life, in your embodiment, in your uniqueness, and like you're fully in it and with it, like there's really no stopping you when you're at that place. And you're gonna know it's bigger than you. So that was all I really had to say about that. I'm gonna read David's comment, but it goes along the lines of the course and mastermind Slay that I'm offering, which is like the tools and strategies to laser focus your mindset, so that you are tapping in like a sharpened, chiseled tool to your potential and to your creative life force. And so that you're using that as an instrument to cut through the bullshit and to achieve your goals and to live your daydreams, or to live your dreams, and to live your daily life, and to live your experience. And so message me about that. I might put together a sales page for it. I have links, I have a payment plan, and bonuses. You get to be in my mastermind for a month for free. It's going to lead right into the mastermind. And I'm capping it at 20 people, because that's what's going to be the number that I can really like do a good job with, get acquainted with. Like, that's going to be my capacity. So get your spot now. And what else? And it has to be, it's not just your mind, but what I know is a lot of practices that are highly refined to laser focus your mindset, so that you don't get thrown off track. So like worthiness, I kind of equate with self-doubt, even though it's different. Like worthiness is like it has to become a deeply seated belief. Like you cannot keep questioning whether you have a worthwhile existence compared to other people, or compared to the rest of the world, and expect to be successful, or expect to achieve, or expect to be healthy, or expect to accomplish goals. Like you have to at some point step deeply into your worthiness. And like we can talk about that and we can work on that. But it's the same thing. What I'm saying is if you're going to waver out of these solid states of deserving and worthiness and mindset and abundance and life flow and creativity, just like self-doubt, like how you could go make a decision and then you could go back and forth on it and jump in and out of it again and again. It's just gonna drain you. It's just gonna take you away from who you really are and what's really, really true for you. So I think that that you've either found it or it's urging in you, it's egging you on. There's something in you that knows that you were born to do more, to create more, to express more. And like if you're letting something like confidence get in the way, or you're letting yourself believe that things has to happen a certain way, but they only happen that way because you got lucky one time and all that bullshit, then you haven't fully done all the work. And the work is ongoing. The layers are still shedding. And it's important to take this shit seriously. And that's why I'm passionate about this offering. Okay, so David, let's see what you're saying. I'm going to catch up with your comments. Hi, Bray. Yeah. The body follows the mind, but the mind also follows the body. I mean, we can get our body into a great state and that will clear our mind and that will put us in flow mentally. And they impact each other and they reciprocally, influence and impact each other. And so it's just like we're going to focus in Slay, the mastermind in the course. All your responses are not off topic now. Because they stimulate me to say new things. So I actually appreciate it anyway. We're going to focus in the course, like mindset. But if you guys aren't doing something like healthy for your body to integrate that, to electrify your cells, to tell your body, like, I love every part of you, to send a vibrational impact throughout your body to raise, to make yourself happy, then like none of it's really going to take hold. If you're not sweating, if you're not hydrating, if you're not giving your body nutrients, if you're not fucking chewing, if you're not sitting down and eating, I think we will probably get into all these things. You're responsible for getting yourself into your total flow, total creative state, because you're unstoppable when you get there. And there's like a small, still voice inside that like tells you everything that the only problem sometimes can be like there's this poet, and it was so beautiful, and I'll have to look up who it was, and she said she hears the poems coming from like miles away, and so she has to like race to the pen and the paper to make sure that she catches them and writes them down before they fly by. And like that's the creative force that we all have access to, and it doesn't even have to be that scarce or elusive, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Okay, a symbiotic relationship. Hi, Thomas. Okay, Brent, thanks. You're welcome, sweetheart. Hey, Dean. I was just talking about you. All right, so is there anything else to say? Everybody sign up for Slay. And message me for details. And if I wind up making a sales page, I'll share with you the sales page. But yeah, I think that's basically it. Finding your purpose, finding your faith, finding your confidence, finding your worth and standing firmly in it, speaking your truth, speaking up, taking care of yourself, taking care of your body, taking care of your mind, so that you're prepared for life, so that you can respond to the opportunities as they arise, so that you don't have to sit this one out and shoot yourself in the foot, so that you can thrive, getting into your fucking full-on thrive zone. Well, David, if you go to my page, mostly my business page, or my personal page, and just click on videos, you can watch the videos. But in Slay, which is the course that I'm offering, I'll tell you what my entire morning routine is step by step, and I'll give you all the tools and tactics so that you can have a laser-like mindset and practice to slay at your life. And as far as like catching live videos, they're usually in the evening, but they are a little bit more, you know, in the flow of my day. All right. Any questions? Anybody want to say anything? All right. If you guys are just hopping on, go back and watch the whole thing. I hope it was inspiring, and I hope that I can help you refine and laser like your creative focus and your potential, and help you guys slay. Okay? All right. I love you guys. Good night. Bye.